morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Tuesday the 5th of January. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, bullish start to the morning here. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 31,375 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 34,209. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 34,000 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 34,500 to limit any upside on the day. If eventually break out, should see Bitcoin test resistance at 37,000 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 36,428. On the trend analysis, the all-time high 34,873 will also be a key resistance level in the event of a breakout. A fall through the pivot level will bring the first major support level at 29,156 into play. Barring another extended sell-off, Bitcoin should avoid sub 29s. Second major support level sits at 26,321. Looking at the MACD, we got a widening of the bullish histogram after yesterday's late bullish cross, supporting this early upside. On the EMA, we're also seeing the 50 pull away marginally from the 100 and the 200, suggestive of further upside through the morning. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fall through the pivot at 31,375 and break out from 33,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, particularly bullish start to the morning here. Going to see Ethereum avoid a fall through the pivot at 1032.57 to take a run at the first major resistance level, say at 1178.8. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high, 1168.99. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 1200 to cap any upside. Eventual breakout should see Ethereum test resistance at 1300 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1315.23. A fall through the pivot level would bring the 23.6% fib at 912 and the first major support level sitting at 896.14 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 800 levels. 38.2% fib sits at 753. Second major support level sits at 749.91. Looking at the MACD, we're seeing a possible bullish cross this morning, supporting this early upside. On the EMAs, we're seeing the 50 pull away from the 100 and the 200, also signaling a bullish morning ahead. So key through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 103.257 and break back through to 1160 levels to then break up from yesterday's high and bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, also bullish this morning. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid a fallback through the pivot at 156.64 to take a run at the first major resistance level, say at 173.29. Going to see a broad-based crypto rally for Litecoin to break back through to 170 levels. However, so barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 174.5 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin test resistance at 190 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 191.14. A fallback through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib at 139 and the first major support level at 138.79 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 130s. Second major support level sits at 122.14. Looking at the MACD, we're also seeing a possible bullish cross at the start of the day, supporting the early upside. On the EMA, we're also seeing the 50 move away marginally from the 100 and the 200, also signaling a bullish morning. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fallback through the pivot, break back through to 170s to bring resistance levels into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, positive start today after an early pullback. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 0.2395 to take a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 0.2646. You need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.26 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 0.26805 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, could see Ripple's XRP test resistance at 0.28 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.2931. Failing to move through the pivot, We'll bring the first major support level at 0.2109 into play, barring an extended sell-off on the day. Expect Ripple's XRP to avoid sub 0.21 levels. Second major support level sits at 0.1858. Looking at the MACD, we've got a bullish cross supporting the early upside, and we're seeing the 50 EMA narrow in on the 100 and the 200, also signaling a bullish morning ahead. So keep through the early part of the day, move through the pivot at 0.2395 and back through to 0.26 levels to bring resistance levels into play.